Hi, I'm Keith Panova. I'm an immigrant from Ukraine and founder of UAwelcome.org, an organization which helps refugee moms and kids here in the United States. So today I want to talk about immigration. If you were born here, you'll be really surprised to watch that, because most probably you have it all wrong. Most probably you don't know how the immigration system works here, and
what are you talking about?
Lots of Americans kind of ask me questions, and since I came to the United States myself as an immigrant from Kiev, Ukraine, 9 years ago, I talked to lots of Americans and kind of tried to educate them about how the United States immigration system works, and I know that you probably know that for a fact. So, first fun fact, lots of people think that there are tens of millions of immigrants coming to the United States every year and they're taking your jobs, they're taking your places in daycares, they're taking all the resources, and that is not true.
The country was founded by illegal immigrants.
Throughout the United States history for the last 50 years, the percent of the immigrants was pretty steady. So if we look at the whole population, only 14% on average, if we look at it year by year, are immigrants, okay? So, less than, so if you look at 10 people, so most probably only 2 of them will be immigrants in any given crowd. So, there are like a lot more United States born people than people who came here. Second fun fact, most of the immigrants actually came here legally and are here legally. So more than 70% of immigrants in the United States have a legal status, meaning they have a visa or like a legal status, let's say student status or a tourist status or a work status. So it means that if we look at the people who are here without a status, undocumented people, these are actually the minority of immigrants, okay? So most of the immigrants have a legal status here.
No, it's hard for immigrants anywhere.
Third fun fact is immigration is very, very, very difficult, okay? It's not easy to come to the United States. I myself came to the United States on a student visa. So to get a student visa, I had to go to an embassy, US embassy in my country, Ukraine. It was 9 years ago when I first got the student visa, and I had to bring lots and lots of paperwork, okay? So it isn't that I come to the United States consulate and say, hey, give me a visa, and they give me a visa. No, it requires lots and lots of preparation work, and lots of people are denied visas. So in some countries, let's say Georgia, not the state, but the country, the denial rate for tourist visas is more than 70%, okay? So out of 10 people who walk into the consulate of the United States, 7 get rejected. And mind it, you have to pay some money, a government fee, to apply for the visa. So it's like a self-selected group. So those people who come to the US consulate already have filled out the forms and they paid some money and they still get rejected, okay? You just have to understand that it's kind of really hard to get a United States visa and come to the United States in the first place, okay? And then once you come here on a student visa or a tourist visa, it's kind of really hard to get on track to get a green card and then a United States citizenship. It's not something that happens automatically. It's not something that the United States government doesn't give out like passports and stuff like that, okay? So you have to work really hard. In my case, I studied at New York University and I went for my master's program there, and after that I had to hire an immigration lawyer to help me stay here in the United States and get a green card and then US citizenship, because it was pretty difficult, even for me who speaks English and who is an educated woman with a master's degree. So for the majority of immigrants, it's kind of almost impossible to navigate the US immigration system, and you have to pay thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars to immigration lawyers. I really encourage people to respect immigrants in that way, that they are jumping through lots of hoops to be here and to be documented. So I just wanted quickly to go through ways that foreign people, how they can actually become Americans, okay? So first, they can do what is called a family immigration. So you have to be a spouse or a child or a sibling or a parent of a US citizen or green card holder to get some kind of pass to US citizenship. And the wait times are horrible, okay? So if I wanted to bring my brother here to the United States, I would have to file a petition, pay more than $1,000 in government fees, and then we will have to wait for 14 years for my brother actually to come here, okay?
It's too long.
It's kind of easier if you have an American spouse, so it moves quickly, but still quickly is like not a day or week or a month. It's like half a year at least. Sometimes it's like 2 or 3 years, so it just takes time, and while you're waiting you don't have a work permit and you cannot travel abroad and so on, so it's kind of tricky, okay? And that was just the easiest part to immigrate to the United States. You can also win what is called a green card lottery. The chances are very low, so people from select countries, not all countries, can participate in the green card lottery. My country, Ukraine included, we can participate in the green card lottery. But once you win that thing, it's not guaranteed that you can come to the United States. You have to go to an interview to a consulate and convince the U.S. Department of State workers that you can actually thrive in the United States, that you will be able to work here and make money and pay taxes, okay? So another way to become American is to apply for asylum, and most people who get asylum that I know, they didn't get it in their country or like a third country. They actually came here to the United States on a tourist visa or a student visa and then applied for asylum here in the United States and then went to an interview, and the interview process is like very vigorous. So the officer of United States Immigration Service, he or she like asks really complicated questions and make sure that you have grounds to get asylum. This process is excruciating and it takes years and years to actually get that.
Asylum, huh?
Another way to immigrate here is through work. So the United States has always been a magnet for the brightest people in the world, and while we know that the United States is the best country in the world and there's like best innovation and best companies, best everything, okay? So you would think that the United States is like doing something to attract those smart people, skillful people, but no. So the United States is like it's really difficult to get here if you have a startup idea, or if you're a very well-known mathematician, or if you are a good gymnast, for example. So there are specific types of visas for those people, or if you're like a coder, but it's really difficult to go through that process. It also takes ages. The employer has to jump through the hoops to get that, so it costs like thousands of dollars and it takes a lot of time. So, and the last way to come to the United States is through investment, and we're talking rich people, of course, who are buying companies in the United States, like let's say they can buy a restaurant, a factory or something, and they can get a investment visa. So it's not actually even like a green card. It's not permanent residentship. There's no path to citizenship from that. If you have around $800,000, you can actually buy US citizenship, but you know, you have to be kind of rich, okay, given all the lawyer's fees, so you have to own like $1 million to buy your way into United States citizenship, I would say that. And as well, United States government really checks where that money comes from. So if you're like a dictator from Cambodia, or you know, like a oligarch from Russia, most probably you wouldn't be able to buy US citizenship because they check where did you get that money. If you're just wondering about other things about immigration, please ask me in the comments section. I'll be really willing to help you. I'm Kate Panova. I'm the founder of UAwelcome.org, an organization which helps refugee moms and kids. And I'm an immigrant myself. I came from Ukraine 9 years ago on a student visa. I currently have a green card here, so I have permanent residentship, and I have 3 kids who are all born here in the United States. If you like what you're hearing, please subscribe to our channel and like this video.